I was kind of looking forward to this session for a couple of reasons. The first one, showing up on screen now, it's the introduction of the high pull into my exercise rotation. Now, why the high pull? From what I've been able to learn, it seems to be very well correlated with jumping performance. And so I did try it a few months ago, but I never really followed through with it. And I really wanted to give it another go. Started off with very easy weights, stuff that actually allowed me to feel it in my upper traps, getting that contraction up there. And we'll be progressing that over the next weeks and months and slowly putting on weight. But I really want to get the technique honed as soon as possible. And this was part of a giant set with back squats again. And I was getting close to a weight that was sort of challenging again. Technique wasn't amazing. I'm noticing a bit of knee wiggling. Maybe the stance could have been widened a bit. Going back to a challenging weight after a few weeks of just doing very light stuff because of knees concern, I'm still okay with that. And supersetting that with course stuff of the day in the form of leg raises. So did a couple of sets of these, and I think I am out of the woods, touch wood, fingers crossed, on back squatting and even front squatting. So I will be progressing them as before. And then doing some pushing stuff. It was a volume day for my pushing movement. It was the bench press, and I was going up to 10 repetitions. I thought that 50 kilos would be a good weight. I probably could have gone for something more. I will do that in the next session. I do not want to overdo it and be sore as I was over the last couple of days. So there's been a bit of a pendulum swing in terms of intensity. But I was supersetting these with bicep curls. I believe that that's a very good pairing of exercises because they work different muscle groups, and I was able to superset them quite easily. I was going for high repetitions on this. I went to 15, and I'm thinking that even if I'm supersetting some big compound movements volume, I should still be able to do high repetitions on an isolation movement, and that goes for leg raises, tricep extensions, or skull crushers, or even bicep curls, or even loo raises. So the idea behind is that if I'm doing any isolation stuff, it's going to be in a higher rep range, and that gives some good variation with rep ranges. Now, speaking of variations, this is the second latest addition to my exercise arsenal, and this is the seal row. First time that I do this, it was a bit hard to find the right position. I kind of felt quite a bit of pressure on my belly while feeling that I had to contract my entire body to be able to pull this up. But this should take the low back out of the equation. Not that my low back is weak, but after doing back squats, it's good to get some rowing movements with no hindrance from another part of the body. And I really like these seal rows. I was starting with a lighter weight, going for higher repetitions. It's an accessory movement, it's a pulling movement, and I think I might be keeping this in. And supersetting that with some handstands. They weren't the prettiest. Maybe this one wasn't the prettiest. The second set that I did, but I did not record, was actually a bit better. Going in for 30 seconds, doing it at the end of the session just as a finisher. Feels good. I'm happy with the changes, and I want to progress these, and they're there to stay. Ciao.